Heat race number 1 for the ASI Racing gets his RaceSaver sprint cars on the field. 8 laps to distance, 7 cars, green flag in the air. Into 1 and 2 we go. Dalton Stevens going to take a rear lead. Battle for second. Scott Renault looks underneath the 29 of Ron Beechler. Not going to get it another back straightaway. We single foul out in 3 and 4. Renault hard to the inside of Beechler. He scoots by him on the inside. New second place car. Scott Renault in the 1S car. 49, Justin Flyfield, the silver bullet, looking to shoot one off underneath Ron Beechler. But Jeff Day with a bit of a run as well. 3 cars going at it for third. Day to the outside of Flyfield. And Day not going to get it done, but they're side by side. Down the front straight. Contact! Look out! Front straightaway!
Wow, definitely a close call for both those drivers there on that front straightaway when they made contact.
What did you see there, CJ? To me, personally, it looked like Day had a nose on Fifield, but it's hard to see. You can't really see somebody when they're that close to you, can you?
You definitely can, especially outside of the right side of the race car.
Very close in those point standings, and heat racing is critical. So Jeff Day is going to have to put on a showing now from the back of the field. John Carney already up in the 4th. We're going to find out. Scott Renault's fast as well. Stevens leading the field. We got 2 down, 6 to go. Green flag in the air. Green flag in the air, we stay single file throughout 1 and 2 into 3 and 4 we go. And Stevens still going to lead this one. Renault 6 second. Third place battle developing as Carney looks to the outside of Beechler. Carney now the inside up the turn 2 as we got Day underneath Jenkins. That's for 5th. The battle is for 3rd between Carney and Beechler. Beechler will defend up John Carney this far into this one. 4 down, 4 to go, halfway home. And your first heat race for the ASI Racing is RaceSaver sprint cars.
Looks like Day is able to get past Jenkins. Let's see if he can't. Those 2 third-place cars are racing each other pretty hard. Let's see if he can't use that to his advantage to catch him.
Definitely side-by-side racing is going to create a little bit of a slower lap time, and Day all by himself able to reel it in, and he does. Good call there, Duarte, as Day has caught Carney and Beechler developing a 3-car battle with just 2 more laps to go at the line for Dalton Stevens, who is gone.
Looks like those 3 cars that were in the battle for 3rd place have kind of spaced out a little bit, but the Carney is looking towards the inside there off the turn 2, and he's trying to reel in Beechler.
White flag, 1 more lap to go for Dalton Stevens. Dalton Stevens is gone by a full front straightaway as Beechler slips out the turn 4. Battle for 3rd at the line. Carney knows he's got to get it done with the white flag displayed. He isn't going to, and up the turn number 4, your winner, the 99, the scurry superstar, Dalton Stevens. Second one, the Trinidad Express in the 1S. Scott Renault with a battle for 3rd on the turn number 4. Beechler slips up, but he's going to get it. Beechler's 3rd, Carney 4th, 5th, 95, Jeff Day, 6th to 23 of Junior Jenkins. Next car tonight. Green flag is in the air. Contact! We stay straight. We stay green. Lucky right there. And Logan Payne's going to bump and run it. Definitely for sure there. Bump and run by Logan Payne in the 1st lap. He's up into 2nd. Eric Payne seems to get the bag mark of that one as he's all the way back into the 6th spot at the line. Payne now looks to work underneath Ravencolt. They're battling back there for 5th. That's tough right there as they're close racing. Ravencolt pushed back to 6th. That is for points.
Logan Payne looks like he's trying to reel in Bobby Ruffin off of 2.
Ruffin is your current leader. Logan Payne runs 2nd, 3rd. Jason Langford 4th. Brady Dimmerly. And now the 3 of Ravencolt up into the point spot of 5th. 10 points for that position. Jeff Day and Ravencolt in this points battle. Day got 5th. Ravencolt needed to get 5th as well. He is even now if they finish where they are right now going into the A-main action tonight.
Definitely, it makes it hard to handle as Logan Payne got really sideways between 3 and 4 over there.
Probably some of that dirty air playing a factor possibly, huh?
Definitely, these cars are very, very aerodynamic dependent.
And the checkered flag is waving. The Freedom Dodge 121, Bobby Ruffin, your winner. Second, the 2 of Logan Payne. Third, the 84, Jason Langford. Fourth, the 55X of Brady Demery.
Patrick Stossa out of Azle, Texas. Looks like we're going green this time by.
Palmer Holmes also on the side of that 14 car, but 6 cars, 8 laps the distance as we're getting ready to go green flag racing off of turn number 4. Green flag is in the air. Into 1 and 2 we go. Oh, 3 wide with a good crossover move there, but it pushes the 45 up 3 wide and then 2 wide as Patrick Stossa pushing the issue. Very eventful here early and often.
Slicing and dicing definitely going on at the start of this one.
Patrick Stossa, we have not seen him in the Dillsboro Speedway in a 305 cubic inch sprint car, but this is our first chance to see it. He started 6th, he's up to 3rd.
Martin Edwards is hard on his heels there. Looks to the inside of him coming off of 4. Is he going to have it? No, he doesn't.
Side by side in a 1 and 2, then battle for 3rd. Stossa up the racetrack. The inside of turn 2's been a little bit quicker, and right there it shows. Martin Edwards into the 3rd spot underneath Patrick Stossa. New 3rd place car, the 45 of Martin Edwards.
That looks like Lang is now going to try to make the move and get past Stossa as they go into 1 and 2 on the bottom side. Stossa pushes up the racetrack just a little bit, allowing Lang to close on him.
Battle for 2nd and battle for 4th. Martin Edwards looking to the inside of Tucker Dowdy on the turn 4. Dowdy slips up. Dowdy trying to hold him off. Dowdy definitely an up-and-coming racer week in and week out, but he's got Martin Edwards to the inside, wheel to wheel of a turn 2. New 2nd place car, the 45 of Martin Edwards, but Larry Long, the next man in his sights, and he is gone at this juncture. White flag in the air for the 1M car, Larry Long, 2nd, Martin Edwards. The battle for 3rd is developing as Patrick Stossa has caught Tucker Dowdy. Dowdy running a little bit high of a line, but Stossa enters right behind him. Dirty air not going to work as he falls back a couple of car lengths. Brought the turn 4 in the American Fire Extinguisher 1M. Your winner, Larry Long. Second, the 45, Martin Edwards. 3rd, Tucker Dowdy. 4th, Patrick Stossa. 5th, Michael Lane in 6th. Main events tonight. We've asked you to get up, stand up, wave them on off. 19 cars, getting ready to go 20 laps. It's your ASI Racing Engines RaceSaver Sprint Car, a main event.
Click, click, boom, I'm coming down on the stereo, hit me on the radio. Click, click, boom, I'm coming down with a new style, you know it's my vibe. Everybody, everybody, come on, come on, come on. Everybody, come on, come on, come on. Click, click, boom, come on, come on. Everybody, come on, come on, come on. Click, click, boom, come on, come on. Everybody, come on.
Points battle on the line. Keep out an eye out for that 95 in the 3 car. The green flag is out. Into 1 and 2 we go. We stay clean. We stay green. Raven Copeland, Jeff Day, 3 wide with Tucker Dowdy on the back straight away as they try to make their way to the front. Martin Edwards leads lap number 1. Ruffin and Patrick Stossa together. There is a swarm of cars deep in this field. Jeff Day and Bobby Ruffin making work throughout the field. Raven Colt not able to keep pace with Day at this juncture. Martin Edwards your leader. Logan Payne 2nd, 3rd, Ron Diesel 4th, John Carney 5th is Scott Renault 6th, way along 7th, Bobby Ruffin 8th, Jason Langford in 9th is Jeff Day, 10th is Dalton Stevens. 9th on back is 20 points. Every spot up from that one is a 20-point increment all the way to 200 as your leader and winner. Single file all the way back to Raven Corp and Tucker Dowdy deep in this field as Justin Fifield and Robert Fetter almost get together. Lap traffic, I have a feeling, is going to play a big part when Martin Edwards gets to the back of this field. Everyone running in the same line, it looks like, at this moment. And where is Edwards going to go when they catch the 55X car, driven tonight by Brady Demery? Justin Freifeld off the racing service in 1 and 2. His night is done. Almost halfway home, 2 laps until the 10th lap mark. 8 laps down this time by lap. Traffic is gonna be the tell in this one. Everyone pretty much running the same line. It's single file racing, but Martin Edwards gonna have to dice it up here with the lap cars. Logan Payne has kept about an 8-car length advantage away from Martin Edwards. Edwards encountering his first lap car in the 1 and 2. As Michael Lang has got off the raceway. Edwards underneath Dimmerly. Edwards puts down the first lap car. Now he's to Junior Jenkins halfway home at the line. Logan Payne now going to have to negotiate lap cars as well in the 1 and 2. Edwards and Jenkins together. Logan Payne not able to make it around Dimmery. Logan Payne getting held up by the lap cars. Martin Edwards smooth by him, and that's going to work to his advantage as Payne still dealing with the 55X of Dimmery. Payne by Dimmery now after Jenkins, as we have just 8 more laps to go. Logan Payne to the inside of Junior Jenkins once again. He's going to get that spot, but Edwards now, there was only about 8 car lengths before. Now it's a full turn 3 and 4 ahead of Logan Payne. Six more laps to go this time by, and Martin Edwards is a half front straightaway away from winning this one. He's your leader. Second to 2 of Logan Payne. Third, the 29 of Ron Beachler. Fourth, John Carney. Fifth, Scott Renault. Sixth is Very Long. Seventh, Bobby Ruffin. Eighth is Jeff Day. Ninth, Jason Langford. Langford blows! Langford blows in the 1 and 2. Has oil on the surface now in the 1 and 2. That's going to play with these drivers. Logan Payne loops it. Logan Payne loops it in the 1 and 2. Yellow flag is out. Yellow flag is out. Look out, Day goes around. Fluids on the surface as the engine went up from Jason Langford. Oil on the track as the engine let go and cars started getting
really here these last 6 laps as they come to the green.
Championship battle. Raven Culp is 11th. Jeff Day is dead last. 9th and up is where the points break in. Green flag in the air, and Beachler didn't go. He got them all stacked up. Look out. We stay green flag though. But the yellow flag is going to wave. Yellow flag is going to wave.
And Dalton Stevens is off the racing surface
Dalton
after that restart. Someone hit the cone on that start too.
I think about 5 or 6 cars hit a good start.
If I get a good start, I'm definitely going to try to go where he's not and see what I can't do, especially this late in the race. Lights are out, green flags in the air.
Beachler with a bad start once again, and Edwards is gone. So we got a call. Oh, look out! Brady Dimmery going around.
Contact with the 3 car sent that car up and almost over.
Something is, I would have to say something is wrong. See the same thing, still 6 more laps remaining. Green flag is coming out.
Edwards with a great start, and Ron Beachler doesn't go once again. Edwards is gone off of turn number 2. Ron Beachler in second. John Carney looks to the inside of Ron Beachler, and here comes Larry Law looking to the inside of Scott Renault as they go into 3 and 4. He slides up the racetrack, gets a little bit of a bounce on the cushion. To the inside of Larry Long is V8 of Robert Vetter.
Vetter trying to crack the top 5. Scott Renault got a bit of a run on Carney. Carney slipped up and fell behind Ron Beachler, as you can see there. Oh, big time upside down! Look out, Scott Renault! Scott Renault, huge upside down. Look like the throttle was stuck just a bit as well.
Man,
huge, horrible wreck for the 1S of Scott Renault. Red flag and emergency safety personnel coming to the scene. Horrible wreck that began in the entry of 3 and ended on the exit of 4. Last week's feature winner trying to make a move for the 3rd spot. Contact with the 74 of Kearney. Looked to be a racing incident that ended up sending the 1S up and over, I would say, probably 8 to 10 times.
Man, Scott Renault got upside down in a big way in 3 and 4, and all we can do is hope and pray that that driver is okay inside of that race car.
CJ, that was probably one of the worst wrecks I've probably seen here in the in the last 3 years. We had a pretty big modified wreck, but that was probably going at close to twice as much speed. Have you seen a wreck like that at this track? To me, something is wrong with its get up and go speed. I don't know if maybe the injector's cleared out. I don't think so. I think 45 is gone.
Well, lights are out and flags are up. Here we go. Green flag back in the air around Devil's Bowl Speedway. The 45 car jumps out to the lead again. He has a big lead coming off of turn number 2, followed by Ron Beechler and John Kearney. Brady Demir up the racetrack in turn 1 and 2.
Raven Culp trying to crack the top 5. Vetter looking at the inside of Kearney. Robert Vetter up into 4th. Culp into 5th. John Kearney with issues, a mechanical problem on the 74 car.
Culp making that high side word.
Look out, something wrong with Robert Vetter as he causes a kink in the chain. Tucker Dowdy gets by Raven Culp. Logan Payne trying to work his way back up to the front of the field. 2 laps to go for Martin Edwards at the line.
Martin Edwards must have a very comfortable feeling. He is out to a very big lead, but like I said, he doesn't know it. He's going to come around and get the white flag this time by.
One more lap to go for the Lucas Oil, number 45 of Martin Edwards. One more lap to go. Everyone single filed out. It's a bit of a battle deep in the field between Culp and Logan Payne. That is a championship battle with Jeff Day right behind both of them. But I'm a turn 4, your winner, the Lucas Oil. Smiles Urgent Parts, number 45, Martin Edwards, your winner. 2nd, Ron Beach for 3rd, Larry Long. 4th, Tucker Dowdy. 5th, Robert Vetter. 6th, Raven Culp. 7th, Logan Payne. 8th, Jeff Day. 9th, Bobby Ruffin. 10th, Junior Jenkins. 11th is Brady Demery.
Talk about this ASI Race Ninjas RaceSaver Sprint Car event. You were the winner tonight. We still haven't even talked about that, but I'm sure the ASCS race is on your mind. This was a little bit ago, but it was a good win for you and your race team. Seemed like lap traffic was the only thing you had to compete with there. It seemed kind of one line there in the A main.
Yeah, Wes went ahead and changed some stuff for the heat race from hot laps from what we did with the ASCS car, and it was pretty quick, and we were able to pass a few cars and get in that redraw, and got lucky and pulled that one, which helped a bunch. So got out in clean air and just put down laps.
When you got to those lap cars, were you just trying to get by them as quick as possible, not knowing how far someone was behind you, or did you have any idea that you were a good amount ahead?
I knew I had a little bit of a lead. Wes told me that, but after watching a little bit of clip on film, I had a lot more than what he was telling me. But no, when I got to him, racetrack was just so one line. I knew if I couldn't get by him, somebody was going to have to pass me on the top. I wasn't just going to give up the bottom. So we were able to just time it right. When they pushed up a little bit, we were able to duck underneath them. So it wasn't too big of a deal.
Who helps you on this race car? Any sponsors, people like that help you get here week in and week out? This win helps you a lot with Raven Culp and Jeff Day finishing in the back half of this field. That's a big deal. This points championship, you needed to make up a lot of points, and you got the win tonight, and they finished pretty decently in the deep of the pack.
Yeah, tonight definitely helps. We got to have some luck on our side to get back in that deal. But if the race car stays like this, we shouldn't have any problems. I say we shouldn't have any problems. That's all we can do is put it up front and hope that they have some bad nights still. But now Wes puts in hours and hours on this thing and every week, and then Zach and Clay and Adam and everybody shows up, on Saturdays and works their butt off on Saturday nights, and tonight especially trying to keep these things clean with all the mud. And besides that, Grandma and Grandpa, me and Granddad, Mom, Dad, Allison, the whole family. Smiley's Allard Racing Engines put a heck of a motor in this thing. It takes off and it pulls. So Townie's Ford Collision Center, utility trailers, oil medics, Lucas Oil. I know I'm missing somebody, but
I know them all, huh?
yeah, but everybody that puts time and money in this thing, it's a team effort for sure.
On the side, how was that the dirtiest car you've ever had out of a heat race before?
305 wasn't that bad. We were able to get, since we didn't hot lap, it didn't get too muddy, and they were able to get it sprayed down extra good. And Clay
the ASI's car looked like it was a different story.
Yeah, Clay kept this thing sprayed down, and Zach, Clay, Missy, Lindsay, Adam, the girls, Addison, Kennedy, Missy, they all got to scraping and cleaning this thing. They went and got a bucket of water and all but washed it, so to try to get it the best looking it could. And then Clay kept that thing oiled down. You could slip and slide on that thing right now.
There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. You're winning the ASI Racing is RaceSaver Sprint Cars. The Lucas Oil number 45, Martin Edwards.
We're going to find out. Scott Renault's fast as well. Stevens leading the field. We got 2 down, 6 to go. Green flag in the air. Green flag in the air, we stay single file throughout 1 and 2, into 3 and 4 we go. And Stevens still going to lead this one. Renault 6 second. Third place battle developing as Carney looks to the outside of Beechler. Carney now the inside up the turn 2 as we got Day underneath Jenkins. That's for 5th. The battle is for 3rd between Carney and Beechler. Beechler will defend off John Carney this far into this one. 4 down, 4 to go, halfway home. And your first heat race for the ASI Racing is RaceSaver Sprint Cars.
Looks like Day is able to get past Jenkins. Let's see if he can't.
Heat race number 1 for the ASI Racing is RaceSaver Sprint Cars on the field. 8 laps to distance, 7 cars. Green flag in the air. Into 1 and 2 we go. Dalton Stevens going to take a rear lead. Battle for second. Scott Renault looks underneath. The 29 of Ron Beechler. Not going to get it on the other back straightaway. We single foul out in 3 and 4. Renault hard to the inside of Beechler. He scoots by him on the inside. New second place car. Scott Renault in the 1S car. 49 Justin Flyfield, the silver bullet, looking to shoot one off underneath Ron Beechler. But Jeff Day with a bit of a red as well. 3 cars going at it for 3rd. Day to the outside of Flyfield. And Day not going to get it done, but they're side by side. Down the front straight. Contact! Look out! Front straightaway!
Wow, definitely a close call for both those drivers there on that front straightaway when they made contact.
What did you see there, CJ? To me, personally, it looked like Day had a nose on Fifield, but it's hard to see. You can't really see somebody when they're that close to you, can you?
You definitely can, especially outside of the right side of the race car.
Very close in those point standings, and heat racing is critical. So Jeff Day is going to have to put on a showing now from the back of the field. John Carney already up in the 4th.